Hey guys, I apologize for this being a day late and for my voice, but I am a little under the weather. Not COVID, tested negative, just a sinus infection. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a brief video just going over our asynchronous meeting stuff. So, a couple of quick reminders. First of all, make sure that you're taking care of your course placement and recommendation forms. Those are going to be linked in this spot right here. So you'll go in and then find your name and either make any notes if needed or suggest a course that if you're suggesting something different than what's already listed there for you, okay? Also, make sure you have posted your second quarter grades. Hopefully we've all taken care of that. Also, double check your SIS roster against your Google Classroom roster. We've had some problems with students being able to get into class, but then never having joined the Google Classroom and maybe being less than great advocates about that themselves. In addition, the math inventory window closes February 26th, if that's something you're interested in knowing. Lesson materials. Last week we talked about the fact that the Google presentations that we had been creating prior to this point were not necessarily serving us well anymore, and we agreed that instead of creating those presentations, we would just be responsible for posting the lesson materials and the resources and then linking them in the planning calendar. So if you click on the link to the planning calendar, it'll take you to here, and you'll notice for this week we've put in the links as an example for you. So Katie went ahead and posted her materials. So these are the copies of the materials that you'll need. You'll notice that she posted them in the folder for her day, and the day corresponds with the calendar. So if you're not sure where to put them, find your day on the calendar and then click on that link. It will take you to your folder. So those are posted there. If you're looking for the files, where to post your materials. And then once you've posted your materials, if you would be so kind as to create a link for each of the things that you're using. And you'll notice we're using the same consistent abbreviations to indicate what it is. So WU for warm-up, ACT for activity. There's two activities here in lieu of a lesson and an exit ticket, okay? So that you can click on any one of those and it'll take you to that particular resource as needed. Okay, so that's the expectation moving forward, that you will post your materials in a folder so that there are copies available, and that those will then be linked in the planning calendar so that we'll know what we're using. Hopefully that'll save us all some time and keep us a little more organized as far as where things are located. Excuse me. If you need any help with setting up links and that kind of thing, feel free to give me a ring or send me an email and I'll be happy to walk you through it. Also, please make sure you take a minute to review the Unit B test. Thank you again to Katie for building that for us. If you'd like to suggest a change, you can include your comments in the box below. Please make sure that if you're going to suggest a change, you include the question number and either alternative language that you would like or an alternative question. If you just say, I don't like this question, I'd like to remove it, that's not helpful. What is helpful is saying, I would suggest that we use this question instead. That way we have a viable alternative as opposed to having to just create something from scratch. If you have any other topics that you'd like to suggest for this week, or if you have any other comments, feel free to include them here. If I forgot something, you want to leave a message, or you want to make sure that we talk about something for the agenda for next week, just let me know. Otherwise, I figured short and sweet was probably where we needed to be this week. That said, if you have any other questions, of course, I know that I'm always available, and of course our team is always available, so anything you need, we're always here for you. Have a great week, and I'll speak with you soon.